Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Patrick Musilek's Top 12 Albums of the Decade.
Number 8, Exile by Hertz. Hertz is a special band when it comes to the past decade. As far as I know, they're the only band on this list that really started in this decade. They've released 4 albums, and all 4 of them are incredible. But my favorite one, by quite a wide margin, is their album Exile. I like that album better than their others, and better than a lot of albums, because of the darkness that that album has to it. While their first album and their third album are a little bit happier sounding, and their fourth album is their most poppy album, but also has some sort of more depressing moments, Exile really delves into the darkness of the interior and the darkness of the exterior. And I'm not going to get all existential on you or not in this video, but I just want to say that I think that the messaging of this album and the overall feeling of this album is such a cool interpretation of sort of darkness and sadness and melancholia, and I love the way the music reflects that. Almost all the songs are in a minor key, and all of the songs have sort of dissonant aspects to them. There are things that are in each song that don't necessarily belong there. If you've never heard of Hertz before, they make pop music that's sort of along the lines of Depeche Mode, but they mix the sort of poppiness of early Depeche Mode with the modern, more analog, dirty, gritty sounding Depeche Mode of today. And Exile especially really sounds like modern Depeche Mode records because there's a lot of distorted synthesizers on it, a lot of huge, big moments, really crashing synths that come in and just sort of crush you. And I really like that aspect of it. There's a few songs that are not necessarily happy, but they have a bit of like a hopeful feeling to them, like almost like a hopeful, heartfelt feeling to them. And those songs, one of the things that connects them in common along the songs of the album is that they all have sort of a gang vocally sort of shout. There's a lot of like, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, ohs, and all sorts of things like, ohs, lots of background vocals like that, background shouty gang vocals. And I love the way that that is done. The big single from this album was called Sandman, and I love that song because of the beat that comes in during the chorus. It has a very big sort of trip-hop feel to it, huge drums that really take up the space when they're there. And one of the cool things they did production-wise on that particular song is they used pitch-shifted versions of the vocals from the lead singer to make it sound like there are sort of children singing in the background. And it's something that I wouldn't recommend everybody try to do because it could come off really hokey. But this band did such a fantastic job with it that I think that it works fantastically. And that's just one small example of why this album is so special. So that's Exile by Hertz. Tomorrow, we're going to find out what's at number 7.
Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for watching the video. Top 12 albums of the decade, yeah, and now you know. So thank you for watching the video. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
This is hilarious. Okay, here we go. Welcome everybody back to Patrick Musilek's